It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a pair of teams who met each other in Super Bowl 25. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east, and we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. And thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Buckle up, partner. I think this is going to be an aerial show. Both of these teams giving us the hint that the ball's going to be in the air a lot in this one.
Oh, no question. I think both teams were very clear in our weekly meetings that that was going to be the plan. And what we see right now in today's modern football, Mike, is the direct correlation between explosive plays, in this case, two teams that rely on those explosives coming in the passing game, and the direct ability to score points. At the end of the day, this is who can score the most points. And if you want to score points today, it's going to become by throwing the ball deep downfield as often as you can.
The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category? Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. They go play action now. Here's Allen. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So on 4th down, time to kick it away. Jake Camarda to do the honors. Amir Smith-Marset goes back to return it. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Quick slant looked in by Neighbors. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be batted down and incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
2nd and a yard. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll get that complete. Right side, it's Bellinger. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he's going to be taken down.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York.
And once they let the quarterback out of the pocket, it just became too many options at their disposal. You got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on the perimeter, Mike, his ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants will take a 7-0 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken in at the goal line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. James Cook, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Allen, gonna give it to Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. This one complete to Palmer. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
He's looking deep for Shakir. Javon Holland. Tight coverage, and he's able to break that one up.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Slot receiver, headed right. Allen on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken around the 11. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Giants leading this one early. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Now a 3rd and 2. Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. Taken at the 19. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. We'll try and run here with Cook. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Now Allen on 1st down. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Allen fires left sideline. That is complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop, and that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Throwing again, it's Allen. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Josh Allen, touchdown Buffalo. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to the air one more time. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Giants.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. That's Greg Russo in there for the sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll go play action here with Allen. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
In motion, Shakir. On 2nd down, here is Allen. He keeps it himself. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bills 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Play action. It's Allen. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Here's Allen to throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a 1st down.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. This is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal.
That is caught by the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, That's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will get out in front 17-7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This will be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
Third and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson.
And here we have another missed opportunity for an offense that have already had a handful of them throughout this game. And let's be honest, Mike, you just can't afford to overthrow a man that's that open, especially when you're trying to overcome a double-digit deficit in the NFL.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll look to set up the screen here. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more. as this second half gets underway. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Sending a receiver right. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. It is Joey Bosa there on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll get this one across midfield. Brought down after a pickup of a half dozen. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. Trying to get to the edge. He will not get there. As a matter of fact, he was taken down behind the line. And that brings up 4th down.
3rd and short, you think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string them out wide, nowhere to cut, take them down for a loss.
The Giants sending out their punter. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. On 1st and 10, it's Allen. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. He'll get this out to the left flat. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Allen to the air. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Allen gonna throw again. He's got it at about the 8. And he's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll swing that out wide. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one taken at the 10. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. A carry here for Tracy. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll work his way down to about the 41. Second down and 8. Throwing now from the gun. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On the zone read, a give to Tracy. And he'll be taken down.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the second half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
A run on 1st and goal. Marked down at the 6. Here now, second down and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. That's his second touchdown tonight.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants are able to cut into the deficit. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Couldn't take the chance. They're going to return it from the goal line. And he'll get this up past the Bills offense. And Josh Allen headed back onto the field. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They send him right out of the slot. Here's Allen to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 3rd and 2. On play action, Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
All these stops are great. You're trying to cut back into this deficit, find your way back into this game. But the defense can make as many stops as they want, Mike. This game's going to come down to what does their offense do when they take the field.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Here's Smith-Marset, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Pass pulled in by Tracy.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back, goes a long way in doing that.
He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9. Slayton is the man in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now he takes off. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. Gain of 12 and a first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
Tre'Davious White in coverage. Knocks that one away.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Desperation time now setting here in the fourth quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score is not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
In motion, it's Robinson. To the air now on 1st and 10. Open man is Robinson. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
On the give, it's Tracy. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. In motion, it's Robinson. Here comes the jet sweep. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
This one caught at the 4. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on 4th down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score.
To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Darius Slayton. Touchdown, Giants.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal, down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
Gano on to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. A short one taken at the 10. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line, a pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Allen, going to give it to Cook. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Second and 7. Once again, it's Cook. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a road win here for the Bills. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from New Jersey.